Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to our Solidarity Beyond 2021 platform. Good afternoon. Nice to see you all here. Yeah, we have Ben Kian logged in quite early. Dato Adrian is here. Elaine, yeah, I've been seeing Elaine lately. She's been joining our Solidarity, this Facebook Live these days. Yeah, I can see her. Hi, Judy. Thank you for joining. Kim, thank you for joining in. Okay, today is a Saturday. I'm not sure whether is everyone already back to business already. You got a meeting letter. I'm sure some of you have been going out for appointment already. Yeah. So for those who are tuning in, thank you once again. Okay. Today we have a very interesting topic. So please share this out to your fellow colleagues. All right. Please share this out. So today's topic is going to be we are honorable to invite our fellow speakers here and our moderators, all women. All right, all women. So today's topic is women empowerment through real estate. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. All right. So for those who are new here, okay. Hi, Catherine. Yeah, for everyone who are new here, this is your first time tuning in. As you can see on the screen, there's a QR code. Please scan it. All right, do register yourself. And just a quick introduction, this platform is for you to upskills and grow your real estate business. And this platform is brought to you by three agencies in Solidarity, CBD Properties, Esprit Estate, and Profile Property. Good afternoon. Right, Solidarity Beyond 2021. Okay, let's move on to our social media today. As usual, we have Facebook group, community group, whereby those who are here, you have not joined us today, please check out our community group as well. Yeah. Okay. And also we have Instagram, our social media. You can follow us. All the daily topics will be posted there, so you can keep track. And also we have WhatsApp group as well. All right, a network group where you can post your listing there. Okay. Last but not least, we have our YouTube channel where you can post it. All right. You can check out on our recording. All our previous recording is uploaded there as well. Okay. Now, so we move to our webinar regulation as usual. All right, be aware of chat booming. So if you have any question, you can ask. We want to keep this chat box clean and direct to the questions, to the topics. Okay. So beware of scam lah. All right, we do not know because now we are all on the internet. We do not know whether things that is on the screen, the people that PM you directly is genuine or not. So be aware of that. Okay. And today, because this topic is, I'm sure everyone is very excited. So if you have any questions to our panelists, all right, feel free to post it, type it in the chat box. Your questions will be attended. Okay. So now we have a very interesting topic today: women empowerment through real estate. I'm sure whether you are man or women, you are listening in. I'm sure you want to hear, okay, especially the guys here. All right, you want to listen to the women, what they think about the industry, what is the insights. All right, so you can ask questions as well, guys. Okay. All right. So today's topic, I'm going to introduce the moderator, our moderator here, and also fellows panelists. Okay. First of all, I would like to introduce Carolyn. Carolyn Lin is our moderator for today. Okay, just a short introduction of Carolyn. All right, Carolyn is the business development director of Esprit Estate, and her strength is to manage the portfolio of business development in Esprit, including branding, media, training, and recruitment. All right, and prior to that, she also worked in two mega corporate companies, namely Hong Leong Group and Cycle and Carriage, Mercedes. All right, in the finance sector, and she also gained vast experience and success in her sales background from 12 years careers in Prudential Assurance, and she is a firm believer of self-development and entrepreneurship. Okay, Carolyn's self-belief system is nothing comes for free. A quote of the day would be Sir Winston Churchill. All right. A pessimist sees the difficult in every opportunity, and an optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. All right. Let's welcome Carolyn. Carolyn. Okay, I see Carolyn is here. Hello. Hi, Carolyn.
For having me.
Welcome. Well, yes, we can hear you. Yeah,
All
welcome
right.
to our platform. Be our moderator for the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Let me introduce the first panelist, the first speaker, Zila. All right. Zila is a team leader of Profile Property. All right. She has in the industry for 12 years in this real estate industry. So prior to that, Zila is a very passionate traveler herself. Hence why she traveled around the world. Before this, before being a real estate negotiator, she actually worked in Singapore for 5 years. After that, she moved to UK for another 5 years. All right. So she traveled a lot. She stays there and worked there. And then finally, she returned back to Malaysia. Welcome back to Malaysia. And her strength is lies on real estate marketing strategy and also student accommodation management. Okay. Currently, she focuses a lot in Subang Jaya area and also Bangsa area. So let's welcome Zila. Hello, Zila.
Hi, Terence. Thank you very much for your introduction. Hi,
Hi.
everyone. Very happy to be here, and we're going to have some discussion about women empowerment today. So looking forward to that.
Thank you, Zila. Thank you so much for coming on this platform. All right. Previously, Zila had done one session with us in Bahasa. So today is on the English session on women empowerment. All right. Next, I would like to introduce Carolyn. All right, Carolyn. We have two Carolyn here. Now, I would like to introduce Carolyn Chin this time. All right. Carolyn Chin is the directors and principal of CBD Properties USJ branch. She joined the real estate industry back in 1997, and she has gone through a few property cycles. And I actually spoken to her, and in her opinion, probably this is the worst property cycle slump in real estate during her career in this real estate journey lah. Prior to that, actually, Carolyn was an air stewardess with Mars for 6.5 years, and later came the opportunity of become a real estate agent unexpectedly, unintentionally actually. And she is a firm believer of customer service. Always come first. All right. She thinks customer service is the most important thing in this real estate industry. Okay. She believed that with this belief, this belief has helped in achieving tremendous success in her real estate career. Okay. Besides that, she is also a certified geopathic stress consultant. She gives professional audits and consultations to multiple property developers. And she is also an active volunteer for Kenchara Soup Kitchen. All right, let's welcome Carolyn. Carolyn Chin this time. Hi,
Thank you
good
very
afternoon.
much. Very good afternoon, everyone. Lovely having all of you here. So many engaging audience here. So I think that really breathed energy, good energy to us here. So thank you very much for joining us, and thank you for the intro, Terence.
Thanks, Carolyn. So for those who are watching here, do share this out to your fellow colleagues or to your own Facebook page or other Facebook group as well. All right. Now, the last panelist, last speaker here, I would like to welcome Adeline. All right, Adeline Lee previously worked in a fast-moving consumer group industry for many, many years. And then later she dived into real estate industry after leaving Singapore in 2012. So now she's specializing in Johor factories and industrial space in the sales and rental segment. All right. Currently, she is the head of industrial division in Esprit Estate Johor branch. All right. She is also the award winner of MIEA State Real Estate Negotiator of the Year in 2018. All right. We have a very big profile here as well. So let's us welcome Adeline. Hi,
Hello.
Adeline.
Thank you, Terence, for introductions. Thank you for the chance today to actually have the panelist session together with the great women out here as well. Enjoy for the Saturday. Thank you.
All right, thanks. As you all can see, all the ladies are ready, and I shall pass the floor to Caroline, our moderator.
All right, thank you so much, Terence, for a wonderful intro for all of us. Okay, good afternoon and a lovely Saturday to everyone who is tuning in with us today. So we are proud to announce that ESP Properties has reached 90 days of continual and persistent 3 p.m. sharing with the audience, and we salute the ESP organizers and team for the unceasing effort, and also all of you out there who part your valuable time and loyalty with us. So yes, let's give a round of applause to everyone. Thank you. All right, and congratulations, everybody. Okay, so an absolutely intriguing yet significant session today as we explore the gender distinction on how the real estate industry empower women and why. All right, so guys, we are not here, okay, to debate on sexism today. Neither are we here to stereotype anyone of any gender. Okay, so guys, cool, relax, okay? Our session today focuses on the significance of gender distinction, its strength, and how they do it in the real estate industry. In ESP, we are a platform of growth with opportunities to leverage agents to succeed for greater heights in real estate career. Okay, our vision in ESP is a global borderless community of tech-enabled agents in solidarity that brings the best of everyone in real estate. So guys, whoever who are not in the platform at the moment, so be in the platform with us to sail this together for a greater height in your real estate career. Okay, so without further ado, we are delighted to bring to you 3 of our special guests who represent the pillar of strength and success in our companies. We have here with us Miss Adeline Lee from Esprit Estate. Hi, Adeline.
Hi, Caroline.
Hi, good afternoon, Adeline. So it's a great pleasure to have you with us today. Okay, thank you so much. Right. Okay, so next we have is Miss Caroline Chin from CBD Properties. Hi, Caroline. And
hello, Caroline. We're just trying to differentiate
here today. Yes, yes. So,
thank you for the warm welcome.
Sorry?
Thank you for the warm welcome.
Thank you very much as well, Caroline. So we are very happy and our gratitude to have you here with us again. And last but not least, we have Cik Zila Ahmad from Profia. Hi, Zila.
Hi, Caroline. Hi, good to meet you and everyone.
Yes, thank you. Dengan sukacitanya kami dapat mengendalikan sesi ini bersama Cik Zila hari ini. So terima kasih, right?
Terima kasih.
Thank you. So guys, now back to our session. Before we roll our show, okay, can I see some hashtags for Solidarity Beyond 2021 in our comment section? All right. Okay, I can see that some of you already put in there. Okay, so bravo. And let's continue on with the Solidarity Beyond 2021 hashtag, yeah? So, all right, let's dive into the questions of the day. So we would like all panelists to answer this following question. The first question is, what is your opinion of gender equality in this industry? Anyone can start.
Okay, if I may start, I would very much say that it's very much dependent on the segment of real estate. Example, the residential, I mean, I do a comparison between the residential and the industrial, right? I feel that there are more women in the real estate, residential real estate. And in this particular segment, we enjoy the same economic freedom and also the economic equality here. So for me, operating on a real estate agency level, I don't see the issue of women being sidelined for promotion here. So this is very much performance-based. You can be your own boss and the sky is the limit, whether you're a guy, girl, or the best of both worlds. Okay, so but women tend to see this as a traditional career rather than a path that can bring them further and to a higher level, right? Whereas in the commercial industry, in the CEO level, I would see it's more a male dominant industry, right? You see like Knight Frank and all the guys taking helm of the top positions, all right? Actually, it's not that women are not capable. It's just that women still lack in senior position, primarily because we see this as a traditional career path. I'm not speaking for all, but for those, especially like me, those who have families, we'll go further and see why we tend to just treat this as a traditional career path, right? So the latest is definitely refreshing to see after this year, so many years, we have nothing against our amazing past presidents of MIEA, but this year it is so lovely to see Chan I-cheng stepping up as a MIEA president. So it's a breath of fresh air here, I would say. Thank you.
That's right. Okay, thank you, Caroline. That is a very insightful sharing as well. How about Cik Zila?
Yeah, just to top up on that is actually in Malaysia, women's account 38% of the workforce, and it's actually just 1% higher than the 37% average in the whole Asia Pacific. So Malaysia is having quite a big amount of women in the workforce. And actually on top of that, women contributed 32% to Malaysia GDP alone. Okay, that is actually shows that gender equality in this industry, there's no issue. There's not a big issue there. But on top of that, in this century, technology also can actually help Malaysia to increase more participation in women in the workforce by providing entrepreneurial opportunity and the possibility of flexible working hours. To capture this benefit for this industry, I think we can put an effort to build a digital skill amongst women, and we can get more women to join our industry actually.
All right, thank you, Cik Zila. That is a very insightful sharing as well. Okay, back to Adeline. How do you feel about gender equality in this industry?
With this better awareness, actually women play a greater role in different arenas, as we can see from day to day. Like the real estate market that we are in, we can see it's ever changing and evolving, even for the home shoppers and the real estate professional who actually serve them. Taking an example, I do get calls from some of the customer, they are probably the girlfriend or the wife at times, to ask on behalf of their partner's requirement. Example, female clients actually making most of the home buying decisions nowadays, right? Men probably just go for the right at times. Well, female may actually initiate the search at times for agents, like which agents to go for, or which type of house or taman to dictate the search criteria. So we can see that actually by helping the female real estate agents on the ground to succeed and build a greater share, in the different market segments in order to cater a different new norm. So even myself in industrial segment, I can see that my client base also come from a very male dominant industry like oil and gas industry. Female real estate agents still play a good role, active role to provide very professional real estate solutions. Yeah, so we do not feel sidelines either.
All right, thank you, Adeline, and thank you all three guests for this insightful sharing. So to recap what you all actually mentioned about the empowerment of women in this real estate industry. So what I can hear from Carolyn is that basically, women are more segmentized towards the residential, whereas on all the commercial or maybe industrial sectors will be more male dominance, and also on the senior position, okay, usually the male are the ones holding those positions. All right, and also on Zila mentioned about the 32% of the GDP contribution are actually mainly women. All right, and also for Adeline, you're talking about the differentiation in the role on the women and men, because women are actually the decision makers as well. So yes, I do agree with all these three powerful women here, because I'm also one. Okay, so I would like to say that I do concur with Carolyn, because yes, even the New Zealand Prime Minister is a lady. Okay, she's actually born in 1980, a fairly young lady, and in 2017 she became the Prime Minister. And I think that is really something, because women are taking over the leadership, and at the same time, I think. Well, I won't want to say that women are toppling the gender, but I would like to think that there is no longer the differentiation of men being the male dominant one, and also the women being the homemaker and things like that. Because nowadays women can actually multitask better, and also I believe they are having their own quality of strength, and also not forgetting, because of the era that we are in, the women are also required to bring home, to be the breadwinner or bring home the bacon. So I feel that yes, this session is really very empowering, because there are a lot of women out there. They're not very sure about whether should they push for the limit, okay? Because sometimes they might be suppressed by the male partner, right? So I think that this is a session that if any one of you who have this mindset, I believe that after this session, you will know what to do, because women are actually, I would like to think, will take on the new lead in the next generation. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Okay, so now moving on to the next question. Okay, so we have this challenges of being a woman in the industry. Okay, so we had the gender equality. Now we are talking about the challenges. All right, so maybe any one of you can start with this question.
Please go ahead.
Okay, maybe we start with Zila. Okay, challenges being women in the industry. I think what I can say through the experience after all these years, right, is mostly a little bit slight danger, depending on the setting, especially on the viewing. When we do the viewing, okay, the time, if it's late at night, and then if how are we going to do the viewing? Are we going there alone? And then the location, is it far from crowd? So all these little things do sometimes give me some cautiousness, I would say. Yeah. So just in terms of that. So, but however, all those challenges can be solved by if we take some precaution and put some limits to how we're going to handle the deals and the viewing. Yeah, it's not 100% danger, but it can be solved actually.
Okay, so we note that the danger is one of the obstacles and challenges. How about Adeline?
Well, I echo Zila's point. I feel that actually both mental change as well as physical change in ourselves do pose some challenges. Especially during property viewing, even under the hot sun, it still can be a challenge to our precious skin already. We are somehow trained not to be a putri lilin. So besides this, I also feel that there is a steep learning curve. It's like a transition for us from a young lady to probably a working adult, and even later perhaps to become a mother. we also cast different perceptions to our clients in terms of our talking points. So somehow I come to realize that actually we are all alone in our emotions or challenges, or even that we are being torn apart sometimes while we are running our household or families. Having the drive and determination to push forward for a career on our own is still very important. So I take this constant challenge facing in every deal as a stepping stone as part of the real estate journey. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Adeline. Going on to Carolyn, how do you feel about the challenges?
Well, I believe there are more female representation of real estate agents here in Malaysia. I believe so. With this, there are more women here, so we are rocking the industry, like what Manikandan says, So where's the challenges? Okay, so jokes aside, personally, the common ones are definitely real estate can be very demanding and often requires a great deal of personal sacrifices, especially those of us with family. So balancing work, family, and obligation, duty fulfilling as a wife and mother, responsibility outholding do take a toll on us sometimes. So sometimes it can be quite challenging having to see where you put your focus first. That's my personal opinion. Yeah? Whereas guys tend to have more freedom to focus on their careers. I know there are a lot of very good husbands out there too. So don't beat me up, okay? And I concur with Zilla and Adeline on the personal safety. This is definitely the biggest aspect, especially for ladies. Especially if you are targeting like Adeline doing factories, going there alone is definitely not advisable at all. Viewing empty houses at certain time of the day, meeting with clients alone. Well, there are certain ways that we definitely will be able to coach you how to be prepared for our own personal safety, like having a buddy system, or let people know where we are going, tell the guards where we are heading, right? At least look out for us. With that, of course, it is some unwelcome advances by some clients. They see us as women, hey, I give you lesser commission, or otherwise can you do this and that. Well, I've seen and heard of certain undesirable advances like that. I guess many of us here would also have similar experiences. Another thing is more like staying tough and aggressive, being an aggressive and tough negotiator is really very much a contradiction towards our own feminine self, that people, so we tend, I don't know, I speak for myself, okay, we tend to play small because you don't want to be labeled as a B, that B. With two words. So yeah, I see it sometimes things like that can be a challenge for us in the industry. Basically, I think this is more the common ones. Of course, there are more, but this will be the one that I'll be sharing. Thanks.
Wow. Thank you, Carolyn. Actually, you kind of said it all, because basically, this is also the challenges that the women are encountering are not just from the danger point of view, but it's also some biasness in the market, right? Not just in the real estate, but also in many sectors, right? I mean, including insurance or even some other sales, marketing companies. So yes, well, sometimes being too dominant, then probably, we will actually get a little bit of, different kind of feedbacks, right? But I always feel that this should not stop the women from progressing and also from improvement, because basically everyone has their rights of strength, okay? And I believe that, as long as you know you're doing the right thing, and this is self-independence, I don't see why the public should not receive this with, open mind, okay? And also coming back to, talking about, being demanding in the market, right? So I think nowadays women have their own expectations as well. So I think this is actually a very good signal, to all genders, all right, that, they should actually emulate the strength of the women instead of shooting them down, right? Because I always believe that we don't stop learning. And also at the same time, I always believe that what is important is we work hand in hand, okay? In the end of the day, it's not who is better than who, but it's actually working together to grow something together. Okay, so wow, I mean, I totally concur with all your suggestions and your thoughts. Okay, right, moving on, we have here is do you think there is a upper hand being a woman in the industry? Maybe I let Carolyn, let's go with you first. I think you have an answer here.
You know, when I hear this question, there's this particular scenario that came to mind of an agent of mine previously in my earlier agency. You know, she had this, earlier she connected with the owner to ask whether the house is for sale or rental. And then the owner say no, under negotiation, not available anymore. So what happened is that she later go and upload her photo, 10 years younger photo on WhatsApp. And then within 3 hours, this guy called her and said, hey, why don't you come take a look at my property? You know, then we were looking at the guy's picture. I said, no, I think we decided not to pursue this listing. So, well, I don't know if that guys prefer to work with ladies. I know guys here may not be very happy, but it depends. Again, in residential, I see that they see us to be in the more empathetic, being more emotional. So somehow the caring part of us will come out eventually, right? And being more patient, I hope to say that, and tolerant. So that is a good factor in the sense we will be open to listening and don't hit back so fast, because certain people, their ego get bruised very fast and there goes your deal. Okay, so being a good listener is definitely a primary role for a real estate negotiator, whether you're a lady or a guy. But what, for me, I would say is multitasking. I think women tend to be able to multitask a lot better than guys. Yeah, like clowns, I think, can take over the circus job, the clown's job after that. So these are the few that I have in hand. Just a quick thought.
Well, I think a lot of people would agree with you, Carolyn. I see the comments there. They say, well said, Carolyn. Total agree with you, Carolyn Chin. So I think, yeah, I think you do cover a lot of the scope of how they feel. Yeah, okay, and about from Kai, a lot of handset client out there. Okay, fine. It's true, you know, because, yeah, you know, I always feel that as a woman, we have to, you know, take control, because like you mentioned, sometimes if they upload, you know, prettier face and stuff like that, I have to admit, right? I mean, people like to see, you know, beautiful things. So if they see something beautiful, then they want to make the advancement, but I hope that it is the right thing, but it's not something else, like not asking them out for a date, you know, for coffee, you know, but more towards, you know, work and professional. Okay, but that there are a lot of men out there. So I think the women have to, you know, be firm and know where they stand in order to, you know, take control of the situation and not be manipulated by, you know, the customers or the clients, right? Okay, so I think that it is really, really very important. Okay, thank you, Carolyn. How about Zila? How do you think about women having a upper hand in the industry?
Yeah, okay. Being a woman, we actually naturally at home as well, we wear many hats, okay? So in often a regular occurrence in our life, they often balance career, household, and even aging parent, among other things. Women also have to adjust and focus on the solution amongst wearing those hats. So resting in the doom and gloom can be time consuming. So many shifts to find a positive solution to life and work problem. So we, on top of that, on top of we wearing many hats, we also can handle crisis situation well. Because many women, especially moms, are trained caretaker and you know how to deal with crisis solution situation at home with compassion and passion. This attribute become very relevant when women is dealing with crisis situation, whether in this, of course, in our industry and day-to-day life as agent. On top of that, another thing is women, we make a great listener. women make great leader because we take the time to listen instead of reacting right away. Okay, and we appreciate people and their viewpoints, whether they are right or wrong. We listen to them first. Okay, and then before we make decision, we tend to give people chances as well to some because some our heart is actually softer. That's what I'm trying to say. So we tend to be have a softer side, so we can be a great listener. We can wear many hats on top of like what Caroline said. We are great at multitasking. So and we on top of that, we are so calm that we can handle crisis situation actually much better than men actually. So I think we have this. This is another points that I want to add.
Okay, thank you, Zila. So what I hear from your comment is that being the women, you have got more emotions. So that's why you are being able to understand and listen better than, the opposite gender. Because sometimes the women, when they receive a, information, they have to digest and it goes to the heart, right? Rather than if men, they go with the head first, right? Okay, tell me your problem for you, okay? But actually for women is that, okay, I do understand you, I feel you, I put myself in your position. Oh, this is what you want, so I will try to address it. So you see, I think what, if I understand correctly, right, Zila, is that you have to use your heart to actually, to address the solution rather than you go with your logic mind, and sometimes, we may be missing one or two things out, right?
Exactly.
Okay, right. Okay, I got it. Okay, so I do concur with that as well, because I think women, in terms of the softer gender, I wanted to say softer not because we are weak. We say softer is because we are able to, I would like to think that we are able to apprehend things in a gentler manner. Okay, because men are like masculine, and women are always feminine. So I think that sometimes you need a little bit of opposite of attract in order to get to that
That's
solution.
right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Zila. How about moving on to Adeline? Because I know Adeline, you are very strong in industrial. Yeah. In fact, Adeline is industrial queen. Okay. In JB, and I tell you, she can sell anything. You just give her a land, give her a factory. Okay, she will find you the solution. So on that note, right, Adeline, because like you mentioned that industrial, there are a lot of male. So how do you have an upper hand in this sector?
I would say that at times when facing male in the male dominant industry, they probably would like to have a fresher perspective. Like probably sometimes they look at your listing, they thought, oh, not bad, just why not give a call? But then this is just very first impression. At the end, along the process, they will still need your professionalism in it. However, we still face some clients, some of the very minority client, we can't help, but they want to take advantage as well. I observe like some of the owners, they probably in the beginning, they like to play with people's psychology to play the chess basically. But however, I sum out later, experience is still like a mother of wisdom. So, I think that generally women can be perceived as emotional. However, there's always a good side of it as well. We do have good quality like women can pay attention to details, especially in some deals, how we structure them. Some of the pitfalls or some of the terms and conditions, sometimes we find that women can actually call out. And I do see that new clients actually appreciate that part. So I believe that women actually bring a diverse perspective in professionalism in every deal. So somehow we also manage to develop friendship among our client. So I think that women probably has some upper hand from the very beginning, but still anyway depends on customer. They still want to see our professionalism in the whole process.
Right. Thank you so much, Adeline. Actually, I've actually seen Adeline talking to some of her clients before pertaining to, land for sale, factory for sale. So she actually has that upper hand because she gives the extra 150%. And at the same time, she say about fresher look, right? Because normally when you want to buy something, commercial or industrial, they will expect to see a man, right? you will see a man agent rather than a lady agent, right? So I think this is the time when, you know, the women come out and shine because, well, you know, factory, come bring it on, you know, because you can do it, we can do it too. And, you know, let's see who can do it better. So you see, telling your clients what to buy or where to buy is actually one point of it. But I think like what all the women here say is that we have to also add in the emotional element, okay, whereby, you know, when the client, you know, talks to you, engage with you, like what Adeline mentioned, I hear this, what we call relationship building, because I think relationship is actually the key and the core, okay, because if you don't have relationship, you don't have trust. If you don't have trust, right, people will not come back to you or to refer, you know, to buy property. So what we want here, guys, is I think we are not a touch and go, right? We don't want to sell just one property, okay? If let's say I am right, okay, can I have a 1 in the comment section? You do not want to sell only one property. Give me a 1 if that's true. You want to sell more than one property. Give me a 2, okay? Because we want to have repetitive sales. Okay, repetitive sales is like we engage with our clients, we build a portfolio. Thank you so much, Ping Kian. I can see that. Okay, so now naturally we don't want to just sell the one property because we can actually leverage on our clients, like how ESP are. We want to actually leverage on the agents for the greater heights in their career. So this is the same thing. So I believe that all women here, okay, we want to empower is because we want to keep our good clients and we want to actually, you know, do a you know, follow up so that we can build a portfolio for them as well. So thank you so much, all 3 ladies. Okay, so before I go to the next question, for those who are still tuning in with us, I want you all to ask questions to our 3 powerful ladies here. You know, follow up. So it can be men, it can be women, it doesn't matter, okay? Just ask us any questions, all right, how you feel, and then we will answer the questions from our heart, okay? So do post your questions in the comment section for us, okay? All right, moving on to the next question here is, what motivates you every day? Interesting, right? So what motivates you every day? Come, Carolyn, let's start.
Well, in terms of career and also my personal life, I would say very much is determination, the passion, and the drive to deliver happiness. Okay, so this is something that I wake up knowing that I will be able to contribute and deliver happiness to my clients, to everyone around me. So for me, delivering happiness is my why. I believe you all heard a lot of this that people preach about the why, but I seriously think it is mandatory for us. And I always will emphasize to my team members and those that I mentor and coach to work on finding their why. Because the why will be, for me, my why is much stronger and bigger than myself. You see, so this is relatable in what I do for my family, my team members, my dear friends, my own inner peace, and my holistic, you know, for my holistic self, and also the growth and the society that I support. So I try to balance all that. At the end of the story is delivering happiness. So when I'm able to do that, I find that it completes me. Very motivated to see each day. I know sometimes people hear, oh, tomorrow is Monday, and thank God it's Friday, they call it. You know? To me, every day is a beautiful day. Because as long as you motivate yourself and know what your why is, there's no reason to dread any day at all. So I would say myself, giving up is not an option. So I choose to follow through. And definitely what motivates me will be the 2 greatest blessings in my life. Of course, there are more, but the 2 greatest ones are the support system from my family. And they kept me anchored and centered, I must say. And definitely, I think I will see lots of love coming out. A big shout out to my team, my awesome team members. I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for always supporting. And we are always like a family and just assisting each other, leveraging on each other's strength and also supporting each other in times where things are not working so well for us. So I think that's what motivates me to go on each day.
Wow, that is just so touching, Caroline. Yes, I can totally feel you because what is important is the love and support that we garner from our family and also, from where we are. So I think that is very much close to the heart, right? And at the same time, I hear that you say that, you derive happiness from what you do. I think that is very important because come to a state, I think monetary is secondary, but actually what you do, you bring happiness, you are happy, you can provide happiness, even for real estate. I think when you see your client, having a wonderful home, beautiful home because of you, I think that is the joy that, sometimes money can't buy, right? Yes, because I think, the passion that you have it will be surpassed that, So wow, well said, Caroline. Thank you so much. How about Zila? How do you feel about these questions? What
Okay.
motivates you?
Okay, every day, what motivates me? Why I wake up every day? I I very much enjoy solving problems in my life. I mean, in daily life, in career, in every aspect, right? So problem come in every direction, and problem will never stop to come. And all you need to do is keep solving them. And in the process of solving them, this is where is the challenge. I mean, not challenge. This is where define you and your happiness and your peace, because even though what you do. If it's wrong, it's wrong. So you need to do the right thing so you can sleep peacefully at night. Okay. So what drives me is solving all those problems, enjoying solving all those problems, and facing every day as a new task, as a new challenges. I enjoy that, and how to improve my relationship with my friends, my parents, and then my coworker, and also how to improve the goal that I have in my career. I mean, for our career, then like the goals, I don't set goal based on others. I set goal based on my capability. So if I can sell 100, so maybe I would try to sell 150. But that is based on my so I like that kind of challenges every day, and that keeps me going and motivates me.
Wow, Zila, so I can see that women empowerment is there, whereby you have got your own, expectation for yourself because what you like to do is to help people, with their problem and also to help them to solve their problem. And at the same time, you derive satisfaction from that. That's actually very good because basically sometimes I believe what we do is we need to take a pride of what we do, right? I mean, as in, when you have a problem and you are able to solve that problem, that is actually satisfaction, okay? So kepuasan hati lah, I would say. Okay, that is very good. So I can see that it's very different because Caroline here, you derive your motivation from me, from support, and on Zila's end, she likes the challenges, that motivates her, So both are actually moving towards the same direction. It's just that, it is different, right? So it is actually very, very interesting because motivation can come in many forms. Thank you so much, Zila. How about
Thank
Adeline?
you.
Thank you. How about Adeline? How do you motivate yourself every day?
Well, I think real estate industry every day is actually very different. It's not plateau every day. So it's something that I can look forward to, especially the trust among my existing client when they call me back for like to give me passing referrals or looking for their new factories or for the expansion. These are the testimonial from the referrals that I take pride in. That's why I look upon real estate service as like a hobby, just like eating and cycling to keep me going. I also do see to find happiness as well among my satisfied client. And also at times I do have my peers, including like co-broke agents. At times they are looking for some solution. We work out together and discuss together, and we see growth between us or among us. Is something that I find is very meaningful. Even sometimes I do have some agents, they want to actually join us. I will actually share with them from the very beginning, from the very basic. So this is something that I look upon a job that is actually do with the conscience and discipline in order to have satisfied client. So that motivates me a lot.
Wow. Okay, Adeline, thank you so much. So your motivation derives from the success that you're able to bring, to others as well. Wow, that is actually very good because I feel that sometimes when we look at motivation, it doesn't mean it's just ourselves. Okay, but if we are able to help and also to replicate. Okay, I think that is also the powerful point factor. All right. So as you can see, motivation comes in many forms. Okay. So maybe for a guy's motivation is different, right? Guys, I think they will want to buy a Lamborghini. They will want to buy an island, But you see, for women, it's always very close to the heart, right? It's about family. It's about love. It's about even your clients. So I think I can see from the two genders here, men sometimes when they look at success or motivation, okay, I would also like to think men would say my motivation will be my family, right? I'm able to give them a good life, okay, and drive a nice flashy car, okay. But normally for women, they will be talking about things that is of intangible value. Okay, so I think that the three of the women here, okay, I can hear that there's a lot of things that you cannot buy with money. Okay, because all these things are about feelings and also emotion. Okay, like you can't buy support, right? I mean, you can buy support lah, but you know what I mean, right? Okay, let's not go there today. But I'm talking about in general, how do you have support? So support is actually mainly given, so you can't buy it, right? But whereas if you want to buy a flashy car, you can just, go to a showroom and, put down your money and you can get a car. So that is a different kind of a motivation. All right. So guys, as I mentioned that we would like to have more questions coming from the ground. If you have, please put in the comment section here for us. Okay. While we move on to the next question. All right. Next question here is, how do you define success? Let's start with Carolyn then. How do you define success?
Okay, I guess we all have a unique definition of success. Well, I would differentiate between the career. Okay, I mean rather I would divide between in terms of personal life and career. The main thing is that for personal life, obviously, we'll say that I don't have to check my bank balance when I sign checks anymore. And choosing to spend time on activities that I love without having to check back on clients or whatever, without the hustle and bustle of the rat race world. Rather, that means I enjoy the time at my own pace. For personal life, I guess having supportive families and friends, clients is definitely to chill out sometimes is a definition of success. Many people chase money too much until to an extent they go home very lonely, right? So I hope to achieve healthier work-life balance in terms of success for personal life. As for career, it will be more building relationship because I would say that real estate is a people business. Again, coming from the jobs that I've done previously, I was a banker and then eventually went into the airline. And customer service is always something very important to me because that is to me the product of real estate. So if I can do this well, then I'm sure the success will come in, definitely. Next is, of course, overcoming challenges. Like I have learned to celebrate big and small wins because otherwise I am being technically a perfectionist. I tend to not accept little bit flaw at all, you see, so then I beat myself up a lot. So I have to learn how to love myself. And then if I come to a point of balancing there, then I would say that it's also a point of success for me. Okay, so celebrating big and small win will fuel me to go greater heights and achieve higher success. Well, of course, when I'm running an agency, my team members' ability to go higher and further in real estate, taking more leadership roles is definitely a definition of success for me too, right? Overall, I would say I see myself as long as I am able to once I encounter and overcome a hurdle, I will give myself a pat on the back and says it's success, right? So again, very subjective ways of defining. Many people will put financial reward, but definitely as a business person and entrepreneur, financial reward, I cannot deny that it's also part and parcel of how I would define success as well.
Right, Caroline, thank you so much. So I can hear that you are sharing different layers of success as well, right? Because on personal basis and also, as an employer, your own business, and also in terms of your, career. So basically, I can see that, everybody would like to have the flexibility, and also, what I feel that you don't want to like rush with the people, you want to dictate your own time. And also at the same time, financial freedom is very important. You're right, we would like to all achieve towards that direction, and it's definitely achievable. And of course, I would like to think that, you would say that, success is actually, the way you derive it, okay, it's like now, what makes you happy is I think that, when you're running an agency, okay, when you're able to see that your agents are successful, that depicts that you are successful as well. So thank you so much, Caroline. That was a very good sharing. Okay, how about for Zila? How do you feel about this defining success?
Yeah, I similarly to Caroline, success is actually very, very subjective to everyone, individual. Yeah. If you just start to enter to the industry, you can't really put your goal as similarly to someone who's already have so many years, right? So you need to set your target, accordingly to your own capability at that time. Okay, as you grow bigger, your goal will grow bigger as well. So as now and then, when you hit the target, to me, you can reach you can feel good about all those small successes that you have, and gradually you grow big. And then success also to me, it come from a balance of relationship and also work, right? And I think if our performance is we can try to do our best and reach all those small steps to get our performance increased. Financial success is guaranteed. Okay.
Right.
So I think focus too much about money also no point. Okay. So you can focus about how to improve your relationship with your spouse, with your partner, with your clients. Okay. So if you can improve all of these things and make it better, and as well at the same thing, you have a goal to achieve numbers on your performance, money is guaranteed. So yeah, you can see. So I think success is about balancing that, not just about work. It's also about those that intangible things.
You're right, Zila. So you have said it all already. You have summarized everything in a nutshell. Yeah, you're right. I can see a lot of comments here, very encouraging and wow, and I feel that you're right. Like what Caroline mentioned earlier is that, how do you measure success, right? Because you're actually talking about like monetary, right? When you have a lot of money, in the end of the day, you're just alone, right? So it becomes pointless, isn't it? Because in the end of the day, what you want is you want to have people to grow with you in terms of enjoying your success with you together, right? Like family, like friends, So I always feel that you're right. A lot of people, they feel that, money is success. I don't think so. All right. Well, in the past, yes, but nowadays, they are more than just money. Okay. Actually, you can't buy those relationships. Okay. That's called balancing. You're right, Zila. So I totally agree with you. Thank you so much. How about for Adeline? How do you define success?
In the beginning, when I started real estate industry, I thought work-life balance is very important as a meaning of success. While delving into this line for a few years, I reckon that actually a supportive family and friends are equally important. Even to be able to see a breakthrough in ourselves, like a better off of us versus 1 year ago, is also a success in me because I believe that everyone has their own timing. There's no point rushing over. So overcoming obstacle, even handling client rejection is also a small win as part of the success journey. So I feel that in this line, just like any other line, a giver's gain mindset is important. Able to help my clients on a good property, able to work with a team towards a successful deal together is a very meaningful success. It's like we win together is a more meaningful success to me. Yeah, thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Adeline. So I think that all of the women here, okay, so the way that we define success is basically also how we can actually, help grow this together and also in the people business, because in the end of the day, I think that kind of derive is actually priceless. Right. Thank you so much, Adeline, for sharing. So we have to quickly run through because we have got some questions from the floor. Thank you so much, guys, for the participation. Now we're going to take in our next question from the comments section, okay, from Cynthia Yi Mei. As a professional in real estate, what do you think is an advantage compared to 9-to-5 jobs in other professions? So I repeat the question. As a professional in real estate, what do you think is an advantage compared to a 9-to-5 job in other professions? So maybe Carolyn can answer this. Yeah.
Yes, I believe many ladies come into real estate. That's why some of them call real estate auntie business, okay? Because of the flexibility of time. Definitely for me, when I quit the airline and I came back, when I landed, so-called, I just have two criteria. Means a career that can pay me the way I used to be paid. I mean, what I got from my airline, my salary is higher or at least matching what the airline can pay me, and give me the flexibility of time. After having spent 6 over years going random hours, working at random hours, I don't think I can actually go back to a 9-to-5. Actually, I have the training as a management. I did management accountancy. I didn't practice accountancy. Okay, I went into banking, and then at a fairly young, I would say, I decided that I would like to see the world. So I actually just say I will just fly for a couple of years and then I come back. But then it ended up 6.5 years later. Few winter sessions in the hotel room, and I say this is not the life I want to continue going. I need to do something more meaningful. So the next thing is that what to do next. You see, so I told Terence I'm an accidental realtor because I met the agent for handling my brother's property, and I said do real estate. I said what is real estate? You know, is that don't even know what real estate is. So if you ask me, it's definitely the flexibility of time. Right, but this to me, flexibility of time can actually also be a double-edged sword. Okay, because majority of women, if they're so used to time flexibility, right, they tend to not want to move forward to take leadership roles in real estate. Okay, many don't make the commitment to thrive further, rather than just treating real estate as a traditional business. So other than for me, this is something that if you're considering coming to real estate because of time flexibility, this is something you have to really run through your mind and see, is this, what do you really want out of real estate? Okay, so real estate, definitely the sky is the limit. The better you do, the more money it is. And of course, you also have to work smart. You have to have good network of people. So I guess her question is more like, why come into real estate, right? The time flexibility and that.
Comparison between the real estate and the 9 to 5 job.
Because if you have a family, like see when I started very early, well, I started real estate before I have my daughter. So as a mom, I would see that nowadays many of us have definitely encountered the runaway maids and crazy babysitters episodes, right? If you have a very young kids, so it's always definitely still good for those who are like the career-minded stay-at-home mom now. They have to stay home now because again have issues with maid and crazy babysitters. They just have to stay home. But real estate is a good option for them during this time. Like I said, I would say if there are families, moms here who need to even bring their kids here for a while they do viewing, that's fine. We want to support women to be able to be self-sufficient, which I think is definitely a very important criteria, particularly after this pandemic, right? Single income is something can be pretty terrifying.
Yes, thank you so much, Carolyn. I do totally agree with what you mentioned just now, because basically I think when you talk about double-edged sword, right? Coming into a real estate or even any industry that you call yourself your own boss, you have to, number one, have the discipline. So I totally agree with you, because discipline is actually the key, and actually it's the cost as well, right? Because if let's say you're too comfortable and then you lack of the momentum, and then I tell you it will be no time. It's not flexible time, it becomes no time. Yes, you're right. So and coming back to 9 to 5, yes, there's a stipulated time for them to work. But the thing is that maybe sometimes they don't derive that kind of satisfaction because it's going to be a routine or a mundane thing. Every day you have to clock in, you have to clock out, and and you do the same thing over and over again. So sometimes when you want to go into like you mentioned about like real estate, sky is the limit. I do agree with that, but they have to take charge of what they do. All right, so thank you again for Cynthia for the question. So quickly we run through the other one from Arix Fu. Now Arix is actually asking, how do women in leadership role build their inner resilience, especially during this pandemic time? I repeat, how do women in leadership role build their inner resilience, especially during these pandemic times? So maybe, Zila, would you like to take that question?
Well, I'll try.
No worries.
Yeah, inner resilience. Let's start with inner peace. Okay. When you're in peace, you can do your job better because your brain can think better. Okay. So, and in this difficult time, it is need a little bit extra thinking from your inner and your brain to decide on what you should do and what's next, because it's not normal anymore. Okay, you can't. There's a lot of things that restrict to us during the pandemics, right? So what we can the inner, Caroline, what is it?
Inner resilience.
Inner resilience. Okay,
yes.
We need to we need to focus on things that matter on our job, that can focus for the performance. So like of course we cannot do viewing like before, but there is some alternative that we can do. We need to look into solving the problems. Okay, so we can solve it through technologies. So we can continuously doing what we're doing, and since we are a lot more at home, we can do more farming, like building our owner listing and all the build area or building that we want. So we can start to do farming and growing our network to the owners. Okay. And then in terms of viewing, of course, we can talk to our agency, and they mostly have a solution for virtual viewing as well. So this is all will help us during these difficult times. So when there is a solution during difficult times, there will be hope. So there's no need to worry about that actually.
Wow. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Zila. I think RX would have gotten that overall on resilience. I think in the aspect women have no luxury of inner resilience because basically we are inner resilience, right? Because when it comes to apprehending a matter, okay, a crisis, okay, in terms of taking care of your children crisis, taking care of work crisis, I think they are already built with the kind of resilience, right? Okay, I would like to think that, okay, because women are multitaskers, and women are super women, they're superhero, they can do everything, they can solve everybody's problems, okay? So I would like to think that, like what Zila was actually mentioning, okay, that, during this time you can actually shift your focus to, doing something else, right? Do farming, okay, because we cannot go out physically to do viewing or even to the gallery. So there are so many things that you can do, okay, in order to overcome, the pandemic or the tough times or even the lockdown. All right, thank you so much, Arix, for the question, and also Zila for the answer. So now moving on quickly, we have got another one from Arix. Okay, we quickly go through that, and I would like Adeline to answer this. All right, Adeline. Okay, question is, now women are undoubtedly busy. How do ladies take care of themselves and maintain a good mental health? Simple.
Oh, well, I think naturally women are born to wear different hats. So we got to actually burn the candle at both ends. I remember when I started this industry, I have to cross country, Singapore, Johor Bahru, right, Malaysia, during my first few years. So I used to fancy about company can probably provide the kind of childcare support tools when I have very uh, different timing of viewing from the east to the west, from the south to the north, and yet at the end still have to go back to the custom to go back Singapore. So support is really, really important to keep us going. And I think also to set boundary in our life is important equally. The boundary probably is in our 9 to 5 career previously versus probably now is like 9 to 9 or even 12 to 12 at times. So we need to actually set a very clear mindset when to start and when to end, even though our client may not think so as well. By actually proving ourselves to give the kind of confidence to our clients, yeah, working towards that and keep them informed at times are important. Yeah. So I hope that I answer your questions.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, I think that is actually pretty straightforward on how you actually juggle and maintain your mental health and and also like during this time, because I think different people will go through different things. They have different answers, right? So I think what is important is I think mental health during this time is very important because a lot of people are going through depression. They are going through, anxiety, loss of job, loss of income, change of environment, and also the new norm that they are not used to it. So that's why that can actually cause mental health. So I think for the women out there, if you personally ask for myself, I will feel we have no time to think about problems because we are just busy solving problems, like what Zila was mentioning earlier. Okay, that keep throwing us, obstacles, and we will, solve it for you. Because basically, women, I think they are work in this manner whereby when they have to juggle between, family and work and things like that. So you basically have no luxury to pause and think about what you can do. You just do it. When it comes the time, you just cross the bridge, right? Because if you think so much, I tell you, it will be very difficult, right? So there's no luxury for women to actually want to take a break, because they are forever on the move, on the go. All right, so thank you so much for the question again, Arix, and also for Adeline answering this question. Now, moving on to our last question on the floor is from GS. Okay, so thank you so much, GS, once again, because you are actually an award winning for us in terms of loyalty. You have been tuning in 3 p.m. without fail. Okay, so I give you a round of applause. Thank you so much, GS, for your support. Okay, that is the energy and the kind of power we want. Okay, from all the agents on the ground. Okay, so GS, your question is, if you were given an opportunity to live your life over, what profession would you possibly have chosen? Or would you still prefer real estate? Why? So, okay, I let any one of you to answer this question. Carolyn wants to answer this question.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely real estate. I mean, yeah, I spent 2 years in banking, 6 years in airline, and this is 24 years in real estate and still counting. Okay, so there cannot be a more amazing, fruitful career that I've ever encountered so far. Yeah, I can go back to, I just couldn't go back to 9 to 5. So that would be definitely the blessing in disguise. Initially, when I first came into real estate in 1997, the market was so weak. 3 months after I came into real estate, the market crashed real big time. And that's when I was considering going back. Whether do I go back to the bank, I go back to the airline, because you want the financial security. But what I want to say is that real estate has the potential to give you all this, so just keep going. All right, got to change the way you think about adversity. If there's someone here feeling that real estate, this is a bad time, whatever, change your self-defeating behaviors on certain things, because all this can really give you a lot more resilience and also the energy to go forward. I think Audrine has emphasized many times that beware, the market is going to go again, to fly again like 2011, 2012. So be ready. So for those who are new or planning to join real estate, I would say still is a good time, because there's so much oversupply in the market. Owners are still very much more, I would say, supportive in accepting, allowing younger agents to work on their listings. So it's still a very good timing to come in. The market has resetted itself, so no other profession, I believe, in real estate.
Very well said, Carolyn. Thank you so much. So guys, you all know that, okay, this is still the one, real estate is still the one. Come and join us in ESP Properties, because we have the platform for you to grow and also to search for greater heights in this career. So I tell you, the support that you have and also the things that we have here will help you to spiral your business. Okay, so thank you so much, GS, for the question, and thank you, Carolyn, for your answer as well. All right, so before we come to the end of the session, we have got one last question. All right, what message would you want to deliver to the ladies watching this live show? So this question is open to all of you. All right, all the 3 special guests. Now, what message would you like to deliver to the ladies watching this live show? Maybe Zila, you can start.
Okay.
What message?
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Ladies, you can join us. Actually, in the market, there is so many property that are available, but at the same time, actually, there is so many buyers that actually have least knowledge on how to buy the right property. So we can use that, and you can join us and help all these people, and help people to find the right property for them. And on top of that, be prepared and ready to be rewarded financially.
All right, thank you so much, Zila. How about Carolyn?
Okay, sharing from my personal journey in real estate, I must say that real estate is a space that you can have an amazing and rewarding career, but not without consistency and persistency. I always don't paint the best picture. I think it's good for us to be prepared, especially coming in, and especially those if you have just lost your job. I don't want to paint blue skies all over, okay? It's definitely particularly fulfilling and advantageous for real estate to give us the opportunity to control our time and financial independence. So the good thing is that, there's no business. If you want to call yourself an entrepreneur, the entry cost is so minimum, and we have a good platform here, all ready with the tech and systems to allow you to grow and thrive further here. So, well, I guess that's what I have to say to those who are looking for another opportunity during this time. Whether it is recession, yes, the sale market sometimes may be a bit slower, but then you can still have residential market to work on. No one is going to fire you from your job except yourself. Okay, so yeah, which
All
other
right,
job is better?
Thank you so much, Carolyn. All right, how about Adeline yourself?
Well, real estate industry is also has its life cycle. However, real estate industry allow us to work with different business owner. From this job, you are able to learn their thinking process and their success story as well, and yet in a very flexible time. So, so really, the ladies out there, real estate industry is really a professional career in for you. So it's something that you can draw inspiration from others, and we also look forward that you can one day aspire others when you are ready. So if you are at a crossroad now, you may need to seek out for some mentorship to know what is the learning ropes out there. Probably you can give us a call, anyone here, to understand how ESC platform may be able to give you some answer. So thank you very much for your time today.
Wow, thank you so much, Adeline, and thank you so much, all the three of our special guests today, Adeline, Carolyn, and also Zila. Thank you so much for your sharing. And I want to say one more thing for the women listening out there is that you are your own success, okay? Because at the end of the day, you hold the key to what you want to be, all right? If you say you're going to win, you're going to win, all right? So that is only the one thing. So you're already in the right platform. Come and join us in ESP, because ESP has everything that you need to grow your business and also your career. So thank you so much once again, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, all the ladies. Today, our empowerment on the women, okay, in the real estate. All right. So I hope that all of you will bring home something inspirational, and I hope to see you all the next round. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a great weekend. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, especially to our moderator, Carolyn. Wonderful
Thank
job.
you.
And also to our panelists here, Adeline, Zila, Carolyn, for the wonderful session today. I think there's a lot of insight from the woman's perspective. And I think we are in a very different era now. Women have a lot of supreme qualities that are highly appreciated in the male-dominant industry. So as we can all see that these four beautiful women here has achieved a great success in their career. Yeah. Once again, thank you so much, everyone here. And to all our audience here as well, thank you so much tuning in. Yep. All right. So for those who are still watching here, do give us a feedback on our sharing session, and moving forward, any questions or any topics that you looking forward, you can give us on the feedback form here, and also do stay tuned. Every 3 p.m. we have this Solidarity Beyond 2021 sharing session. Stay tuned tomorrow 3 p.m. We have another sharing as well. Yeah. So at the meantime, do stay safe. Take care. For those negotiators here who are still going out for viewing, please be cautious. Okay. Make sure the SOP is in place. Make sure you wear double mask. Make sure you are sanitize yourself. Be prepared lah, right? Because the market is open back. There's a lot of pent-up demand out there for you to capitalize. However, at the same time, have to be very careful as well. So thank you once again. I will see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. All right. Thank you so much and see you. Bye-bye.